Hello, Robbie Wong here, gonna play some historic best of 3. We got rained out from school because it's a tropical storm. So we're gonna use our time, some of that time, to try and get into Mythic. As of this recording, there are 9 days left in the season, so we have a a very real deadline, and I would very much like to get one more pack because I am missing a lot of cards from Ikoria. Not Ikoria, Zendikar. Yeah. Let's give this a go. Let's lead on Goose because I don't, or let's lead on Cat. I don't really want to ramp to Mayhem Devil as fast as possible. Island. What does that mean? I think we get Priest going. Sweet. Okay, so getting Priest in underneath their counter spells is fantastic. So they can still go land Petty Theft / Brazen Borrower. But yeah, this is where we want to be. Like, oh gosh, if this works, that would be so fantastic. So what, like, if we want to claim the Firstborn, Storm Tamer, and then they could sack that, and then we could go Goose, and then have this die, unless there's another Spectral Sailor. Either way, we get a Spectral Sailor out of them. So, let's talk mana, then. We're going to get 2 black going from this. And we can't pay for... Oh, we should play around Spell Pierce. That's what we should do. So, if I could go back in time, I would play this untapped, so that way we can play around Spell Pierce. Opponent's trying to figure out the... We haven't been Spell Pierce, so they're trying to figure out if they want to... Yeah. Okay, deal. Dealerino. So now... I want to go Blood Crypt, untap. Let's go to combat, swing with Cauldron Familiar, then play this Goose out. And they're tapped out, so this is gonna work out great. So no target for you. Okay, so let's play Mayhem Devil. So this is fantastic. So now we have a point of damage here, a point of damage here. If this Mayhem Devil resolves, there's just gonna be infinite pings. At this point, I just want to figure out if this is mono blue or if this is spirits. Leaning pretty heavily towards mono blue since there hasn't been a plains. Yeah, and Siren. Sweet. Okay. Took it down. We want to get lower. We want to kill everything. And Cindervines is really good at killing the various curious. We will not have life to play with. 6 mana is also a pretty big ask. We're gonna trade in these Trail of Crumbs for these Cindervines. Gilded Goose is okay as a blocker and as a life generator, but I do think Thoughtseize is better. Blood Artist gaining life is relevant. Cauldron Familiars get relevant. Okay, I think Witch's Oven and Woe Striders need to stay as sack outlets. Priest is good. We kind of want everything, huh? Let's trim a Mayhem Devil because they're expensive. And let's trim a Thoughtseize. Yeah. Let's do it. Feels good. Take down mono blue. Which has a special place in my heart, as it is the first deck I ever put together on Arena back in the Ravnica, Guilds of Ravnica, Ravnica Allegiance days. All right, Renatino, let's get 2 more pips on our way to Mythic. On stream or in my Arena life, this would be the 4th month. If we get to Mythic, it'll be the 4th month that I get to Mythic, and it'll be the 2nd time I do it on stream. I really enjoy playing Magic, and streaming it has been awesome in that it forces me to make conclusions and then defend those conclusions, and then it's easier to know if I need to pivot in the future or if it works, or if I'm still, like many people, continuing to guess. Alright, so we're like, these are kill spells. They can't counter Phyrexian Tower, and we get to Thoughtseize something out of their hand. Love it. Alright, so let's go Thoughtseize, pull the Curious Obsession. Okie dokie, so let's get Spell Pierce, and then we can claim the Firstborn, the first 2 things, and then Op doesn't matter. This is going to be sweet. Okay, so Phyrexian Tower. Oh, I don't have red mana. I should have Blood Crypted. Okay. It's alright. Just pass a turn, take another thing. If I could go back in time, I would have prioritized this. Blood Crypt, Shock, Thoughtseize, and then that way I can complete this. If we die by 1 because I missed that, then that's my own fault. Also letting them draw into another Spell Pierce. So okay, we kind of have to priced into doing that. And then let's target. If we target Siren Stormtamer, they can sack, so that way we don't get the benefit. I feel like that doesn't really matter. Okay, I imagine they'll sack this. So then the question becomes, do I play Blood Artist? And I think the answer is, if they tap off of Essence Capture, then I do. And then if they don't, then I don't want to play this just into their counterspell. Plus getting hit by 3 versus 2, try and save ourselves some damage. Bottom, bottom, bottom. Mayhem Devil. Okay, so hoping that this isn't a counterspell. And it even Lofty Denial. Missing the flying creature makes Lofty Denial a lot worse. Okay, so there's the Lofty Denial. I could go Cindervines, draw out the counterspell, and then if they don't counter, then I can claim the Firstborn. Oh, but then I tap off a red. I should have played Fabled Passage. Alright, so let's stick with... Alright, let's do Blood Artist. And then if they want to counter this, they need to do it now. And then they'll put the counter on Brineborn Cutthroat, and then we can claim the Firstborn it. And then if they do that, they have to tap off, and then claim the Firstborn works for sure. If they don't counter this, then they can still counter the claim the Firstborn, but then I keep my Blood Artist. Okay, we'll put that on top. We'll save this, I guess, for Entrancing Melody. So we're gonna take another, or we're dead. Oh, we're not dead. We're almost dead. So what we need to do is we need to pass to blockers, block this thing. I don't need the 2 black mana, so goodbye, Blood Artist. Let's go to 6. Alright. 4 away from activating Pteramander. No! Okay. So that's a problem, right? So what we need to do is we need to prioritize Mayhem Devil first. Okay, so Fabled Passage needs to get a mountain. You need to not tap off of my Phyrexian Tower. Okay, and then we'll Fabled Passage. That'll give us 1 Mayhem Devil trigger. Oh, wait, they can counter this with the Essence Capture. Problems. Was not able to fight through. They can do both. I'm not sure why they're pausing unless they're like away from keyboard. Yeah. So this gets bigger. Okay. So now I can get a mountain. Then we'll take this and they'll sacrifice this. Alright, good game. I don't always make them have it. Sometimes I think it's worth the time. Okay, let's run that back. Opponent played that really well. Aether Gust is still a card. So I saw that they fixed the Phyrexian Tower in terms of priority with the last patch, but you've got to... Arena can't calculate what you're going to do in the future if it's not currently in your hand, so you have to watch that like a hawk, because the tower isn't just a mana source, it's a sack outlet, so you want to leave that open because the rest of your lands can't do that, but the other lands can produce mana. So... I'd have to rewatch the tape to see if my land sequencing cost me the game. I think it would have allowed me potentially to take the creature sooner, so it's not an issue. So I might have cost myself the game there. 106, 107, 108. And those are the sort of things that matter more than win record. You know, did you lose because you couldn't do anything and it just snowballed out of your control, or was there a decision you made sometime early on in the sequencing that put you into that situation? Okay, so no sack outlet and no oven. Mulligan. There we go. This punches more, but we're missing red mana. Okay, but I like priest, so we're gonna keep. Let's put back that. We'll keep our kill spell. Yeah. So we'll go witch's oven into the witch. No 1 mana spell. Okay, so that's fantastic. That means priest is going to be able to eat their creatures. This is Spectral Sailor then. Ta-da! Alright, so here's hoping we find red mana. Woe Strider's going to help us get there a little sooner. Heartless Act is also a good defense. Curious Obsession doesn't add a +1/+1 counter, so thank you, Heartless Act. See, and in the picture we're stabbing flying things, so red mana would be best draw. Tower is okay, so they're tapped out. Let's can't block, so might as well attack. And they'll block. Wishful thinking. Okay, so I think the Spectral Sailor is more dangerous long game. Okay. This is instant speed. I could also Woe Strider and start trying to race them that way. Next turn. Yeah, I think that's a fool's errand. All right, let's commit to the threats. I could have done both while they were tapped out. We'll see if there's another threat. Okay, so they did have the enchantment. Alright, so going to try and play around. Okie dokie. Okay, I want to save the creature. Okay, Thoughtseize is an incredible draw. So let's pull out whatever disruption's in here. Spell Pierce, Curious Obsession. Yikes. Okay, so let's go into combat. Let's attack with the Woe Strider. Alright, so if we Heartless Act, then we get Spell Pierced. So I think what we need to do is we need to Priest first. They'll sack Spectral Sailor. We'll have 2 extra mana to pay for Spell Pierce. Okay, so they just counter that. So now I can shoot this. Alright, seems like a win. And we got rid of 2 of their 6 curious effects. So now they're gonna dig. We're a little bit worse off. Like, we have fewer resources, and they, of course they found it. Okay, so now we really want to untap Red Source so that we can play through their Spell Pierce. So we can go claim, grab it, get another land. 4th land would actually be pretty brutal, because then we can't play around the 2nd Spell Pierce. Untap Red Source. How about a red spell? And we can only go to 4 mana there. Okay. Can't quite play Woe Strider. Okay, so it's slipping away from us. That was where we were going to turn the corner. And them drawing the 3rd. God. Okay. These are all spells too. So close, and yet so far. Alright, I'm Robbie Wong. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.